What's up? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? How is everybody? And
Oh,
everybody, how are
yeah.
you?
Hey,
Hey, hey,
hey, hey,
hey, hey,
hey,
hey.
hey.
And what's
Woo.
going on, my TikTok people? How y'all doing? I hope
I
y'all
don't have no
doing
TikTok.
well. Baby, we is on TikTok, we on Facebook,
Please on TikTok.
we everywhere. YouTube. Y'all, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this page. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will get a notification every time we upload a video. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming in
Yes,
and joining with
we
us.
do. Hey, I got something to share with you all. So, we're trying to monetize our podcast, the Conversation Podcast. What I need you to do, because we're trying to build our following, and
Yeah.
we need you to share this and invite people, not just invite people, but encourage them to follow us. Encourage your family,
Yes.
friends, let them know, text them, say, hey, I think you're going to enjoy this. Check them out and follow them. Okay.
Yes, you want to do
So,
that.
Josie,
What's going on?
AKA JoJo Green.
Okay, Jojo Green. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what's up.
I
How
got
you
many
doing?
names.
You do
Man, you know what?
MJG,
M
MJG,
Not MJG though. Oh my.
MJG, Miss Jonisha Green. What's
Right.
up? What's up? Hey, everybody, this has been a wonderful day, and I pray that your day has been wonderful as well. As you already know, we got a little commercial going on, and we would like you to take the time to listen to this commercial. All right, we will be back with you in a
Yeah.
few minutes. Have you ever considered sponsoring? You can do so by Cash App or setting up recurring monthly payments. Our Cash App is Rare Image 26. For recurring payments, email us at rareimage26@gmail.com. The Conversation Podcast highlights two businesses every month. If you would like to be mentioned, email us with your information. If you live in the West Tennessee area, for all your photography needs, Lasting Impression by Lucy is the one. You can contact owner and operator Renee Anderson at 731-394-5402. Tots and Tots Enrichment and Home Care, located in Medina, Tennessee. Their aim is to grow your little ones into smarter, more intelligent, kinder, stronger, and more independent little people. The owner and operator is Cheryl Carter. For more information, please contact her via Facebook. What's up? We are back. See you get my Oprah
Get
voice?
delayed. I'm back delayed. And we
Delayed,
got
but
a present for
not
you, for you, for you, for you.
delayed, but not denied.
Come on,
Delayed,
we
but
delayed,
not.
but not denied. Let's see it.
Y'all hear my hand clap? Y'all, we do apologize. We had some guests that was going to be on tonight, and they had a death, so they couldn't be on the show. So we do apologize.
Unfortunately, yeah, our
Yeah.
condolences to them.
Yes,
You know, things happen, life happen,
life's
and so
happening.
yeah, yeah, I
Life
know
happening.
we family around here, so we do send
Right.
our condolences and prayers to those that have loss.
Yeah.
But what's
Absolutely.
the topic, bro? What is the topic?
Well, since we was going, have this conversation with our guest, and we were not able to do so, we're gonna talk about, since we're still in Music Month, October, we're gonna talk
Right.
about the song of our life,
Yes, the journey.
the
You
journey.
know, it makes me think of that song. You're the music of my heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're the music of my soul. Man,
I don't know
the
that song,
music.
but it sound good.
Oh, I'm gonna have to sing you that song. It's an old song. I'm gonna have to sing you that song. And being Music Month, of course, we both musical people.
Yeah.
And just talking about our life's journey and how it's creating this song that we never thought we would sing. It's just, man, where I'm at right now.
It's quite amazing because growing up, and we could talk about the good and the bad. If we can say, I never thought that I will be singing these particular lyrics.
Man.
You know,
Man.
I never imagined that this will be my life story, and I will be writing this song and putting the music to my life.
Mm.
And it's crazy, man, and it's good. It's good because all things work together.
Woo! Come on. All things
For
work
the
together
good.
for the good. Yes, sir.
For the good. I was thinking about our last conversation since I said that with Des Devon, and he
Mhm.
was talking about his journey, and he made a statement how like all the craziness that he had experienced like
Yes.
made him who he is right now and is propelling him to
Yeah.
where he need to be. Like wow, like life does that for you. And the thing of it is like, sometimes we are handed sour things and we feel
Yes.
like, okay, this is horrible. But baby,
Horrible.
God created something natural they call sugar.
Ooh, come on. You better
And you
stir it
just
up.
stir it up and sweeten up and hey, make the best out of it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to. I mean, yeah, he talked very candid about how he just used his life experiences to create. And I think we get so distracted by what's going on, we don't find, like they say, the silver lining in whatever's going on and
You know,
create like a moment out of this place because we already know, experience being a teacher, like something is gonna come out of it, but we get so just detrimentally distraught by, oh my God, this happened to me. Okay, it
right,
happened to you. Now what are you gonna do with it?
right. And
Yeah.
that's exactly, I think a couple years ago, I mean, you always have these I don't know, pillow talk, backstage conversations. It's like you refuse to park in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you use that bad situation, like, you know what? I'm finna bank on this.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Mm-hmm.
if it's just 2 cents, what can I do with these 2 pennies for it to add worth to my life? Like, really?
Baby, mom used to say, rub it together, rub them two pennies together.
Rub it.
Baby, rub it together, multiply. And then, Deacon Tupac came through with make a dollar out of 15 cents. So
Mine.
it's just
What?
it's just all about your mindset of what you choose to do with the thing. And I think, in my life journey, just speaking from, personal moments, like I'm learning to just roll with the punches. And
That's
you hear that, you hear roll with the punches, but what if you really think about that word, like how you roll with a punch and you just sort of let that thing glide off and keep it pushing, as opposed to letting that impact like stun you and stop you.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, man, you learn like I was during my time, I was working out real heavy. My trainer had me on the punching bag. Then he had this thing going on with me, and I
Yeah.
had to learn how to maneuver around his hits. Like
Ooh.
it was coming, and I had to learn how to, duck and dodge and dip, and that was part of my workout. And so when you talk about roll with the punches, it's like, okay, you see it
Man.
coming, just move out the way. You hear me? Just move.
Baby, that's all about training though. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, we don't think of issues as training.
We
But
don't.
really, but really, that's what it is. It's training. It's like you going through. If you think about it in exercise terms, like if you're exercising your muscles, whatever, you're going through a lot of pain because once you go home, that's when the pain hit. That's
Doesn't
when
it?
the pain really hit. And then when you come back in, you're looking for a new experience to be stronger than you was the first time. So if
Absolutely.
you flip it into life, you know what I'm saying? It'll cause us to look at life from a different perspective because you're expecting something to happen. You don't know what that thing is, but whatever it is, it's
Whatever it
gonna make
is.
me stronger than I was before.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And I
Hmm.
tell you what, it's like I try to share my life experience with my kids. And and it's kind of funny because my daughter comes to me and she talks to me like, no, this is going on. Baby's gonna be all right. And this is what I tell her. Like, it may not seem like it's gonna be okay,
Yeah.
but it will be okay. Just take a deep
Whew.
breath. And I know it looks horrible right now, But just wait until tomorrow, and you're
Yeah.
gonna see it differently, and you're
Yeah.
gonna realize, hey, yo, this is a learning lesson for me,
Man.
a complete learning lesson. Now, to be honest, I didn't heed that instruction. I was just mad, like, why this
Bad
got to happen to me? Why me?
was.
Why
Why,
me?
Lord? Why?
Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't happening to Jonisha, but it's happened to me. And Lord, I've been good.
Baby, when we compare ye one to another,
Don't we,
we
man?
don't feel like why do I have to go through this? It's not
Why?
fair. But then on the flip side, when you start singing your life song and you see thousands of people singing the
Mhm.
song with you and they know the words verbatim, it hits you different.
Absolutely.
It hit different.
Absolutely.
It do.
They when I was taking music class, and this is the funny thing about it, the teacher said, you may not understand each other languages, talking about the world,
Yeah.
but music speak to every person.
Where words fail. They used to be my
Yeah.
hashtag on MySpace. Come on, let's talk. We've been talking about MySpace. I'm thinking about going back to MySpace
Yo, me
because
too. That's crazy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. But
I,
my hashtag on MySpace, my title, you can decorate your page. I think
that's
my
what I
page
missed.
was purple and all that kind of stuff. And then in the background it says music speak where words fail.
Wow.
Yep. That was it. That was the
You know, it,
hashtag. So
and that's one reason why music is so powerful, whether in a negative perspective or a positive perspective, because even when you don't understand the words,
yep.
that melody speaks to you.
It's
It's kind of like
crazy.
you hear a certain tune, it gets you like hype. It's kind of like when we was playing our intro, our countdown, and I was just going at it and to be honest, Joe, I was feeling like, oh man, I'm tired, just got off from work, I
Yeah.
just lay down, all this different type of stuff, and I'm sitting here like music got to going, like I'm just ain't got no words to it, but I'm just hey,
Hey,
you feel me? Yeah. You
hey.
broke the dance, but I'm trying to get it. So, and then there are moments where like I can hear a tune and it makes me feel like, dang, I wish I had a boo right now.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
none of the lyrics yet.
You
All
was
of it,
straight till you heard that melody and it made you feel some type of way.
because it spoke
Yeah.
to a certain area. Oh, that's good
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes subconsciously you're dealing with things, and what happens is when a certain melody of
Yeah.
life plays, it hits that area, it resurfaces those feelings.
Child. Listen, TikTok and all the people of the world. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like
Tell your TikTok family I said, what's
my
up?
brother said, "What's up, y'all? What's going on?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dad's on here. Come through. Come through.
Yes.
Yeah, he on here.
Mine.
Yes, cousin, he is on here. But yeah, it's like I've been having to be really, really careful about the music I've been listening to because it just been sending me in a space where
Mhm.
I'm like, where did it come from? But you don't realize, there are gates to this. Understand that people understand. The people that are in the music industry understands how music translate in people's lives because you can meet a person that can't speak a lick of English, but play Michael Jackson and see them they say all them words.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. Like, hold on, I thought you don't speak English. They
Me speak,
don't.
me speak no English. Me
No,
speak no
no.
English. No.
Speak no Espanol. Like they don't speak English. I'm like English.
No,
Uh-uh.
no
You know,
comprehende. No
uh,
comprehende.
no comprende. My favorite thing to say at work is they'll say Espanol and I say un momento, 1 minute please. Let me go get y'all somebody that can really. And then I got to the point where depending on what I'm asking them, I just look it up and translate it myself. And because I know how to hit them accents, they're like, oh, see, and we'll
Uh-huh.
go on. I don't even have to call the interpreter. So, in my mind, I'm like, man, maybe I need to do a little more studying so that I can relate a little bit. And I think that's what we don't do, even in our life song and y'all hear my drive. In my life song, whatever's going on. whatever's going on in our life, like we don't study the situation to like translate.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Because we can be so consumed with ourselves that we forget that we're not an island to ourselves, and
Yeah.
that our life can bless and minister to somebody else, whether it's good or bad. It helps everyone out.
Look, I'm getting questions from yes, I do believe in God. I am a minister of the gospel. I do. I believe that God orchestrates everything in our lives. And I mean, that's one big thing. Like, you got to know who is the writer of your song to understand how to even sing it. Like, and I
Mhm.
think, there are so many people out here that are really confused about who's the writer. You know what I'm saying? And so when they sing the song, it's not conveyed properly. And then they get mad because ain't nobody buying your CD. Well, baby, I don't know what you're talking about. You confusing me because you're confused.
Everywhere.
And it's
You
clear that you're
everywhere.
confused. It's clear. It's clear.
You talking about Moses parting the Red Sea, and then we think you talking about deliverance, then you talking about 2 fishes and 5 loaves, and we talking like, okay,
Baby.
now we know he's a provider, but what you talking about? How does that connect for you, and how does that translate for me?
Man, I can just go on and on about not conveying, the original intent of your life. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I did not know my own identity in Christ, I was sort of a chameleon. I would just attach myself to any song. And then I had a hard time singing the song. And y'all know this music one, so we relating the songs right now. I had a hard time singing the song. It's like watching a person sing a song about healing, but you ain't never been sick. I hear you singing it, but I don't feel no conviction behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And,
right.
and so then when you finally get sick, baby, the house tore down because now you can
You made it
put
your
in
testimony.
those experiences
Mhm.
of this is how I felt when I was sick, and this is how God delivered me. And this, and then when you're able to convey those emotions, okay, it touched somebody else out there that's going through sickness right now. Like, you
Right.
done been through it and passed through it. And I think, we get mad, we have to go through things, especially for artists. And I really want to talk to the artists of the group. You have to understand that, your life experiences is only to convey a message to the people.
Mhm.
That's
That's
it.
true.
That's
I re
your purpose.
I remember when, the song Jesus, the revamp the song Jesus Work It Out was that came out, and this
Yeah.
particular sister at the church liked the song, so she sung it, and then it was a part in there that says, "My baby need a pair of shoes."
Yes. And
And
everybody love that's the favorite part. Baby need a pair of shoes.
I
Work it out,
said,
baby got a light bill too. Like,
so this the funny part about it. So when she was singing that particular part of the song, everybody kinda looked at her like
cause she ain't got no kids.
she had no kids.
Look, baby, I was
And
little
they didn't have
singing
any
that stuff.
she didn't have any kids, and she wasn't help raising any kids. So, and I went to her. I said, I think you need to eliminate that part of the song. That's other verses that you can use, besides that. And she was like, I can't do that because that's part of the song. I was like, yes, you can because that's not your testimony.
Right,
See, that,
right.
that can really come from a person and hit somebody who have kids, that got kids. So it's like, oh, I got you. You know what I'm going through.
Yeah,
Now you can talk
yeah.
about light bill being due because
And you
she
ain't never even paid the light bill. Come
right.
on, how you know about light bill? You don't know nothing about light bill being due. But you know what I'm saying? So it's something. Prime example, y'all know I did the Apollo trial, and there was a young baby, like she had to be like 13, 14. She in there singing some Jill Scott, Is It the Way? And she was real nervous about it. And I said to myself, and I wanted to tell her mom, I said, she's probably nervous about it because that song is about sex. And hopefully,
You see his face expression?
hopefully she don't know about trying to get home because her man coming over. Like, she still live with you. So that's probably why she was like a ball of nerves. But I think it was because she knew she couldn't convey what the song, she can't give what the song's supposed to be giving.
Right, because she ain't hopefully haven't been there. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
glory to God. So,
Hopefully.
even down to people love to hear Aretha Franklin, baby. Aretha went through some stuff. That's why you hear that soul in the back of her throat. Because when she talk about looking out on another day, I feel so uninspired. She talk about depression. But if you've never been through depression, you just singing lyrics, and it's clear that you don't understand what you're singing.
Right.
I don't know if this is supposed to be for artists or what, because I don't know if it's artists or preachers. I don't know.
It can go for both. I mean, it can go for both. Because it's like, and I want to say this because like a lot of times we hear things, and because it has a beautiful melody, we think it can fit us. If
Yes,
the
honey.
melody doesn't fit you at all,
Baby, stay in your lane.
stay in
Please.
your lane. I mean,
If you know you
like,
Southern soul, don't get up here trying to, I don't know, do some doggone contemporary R&B or something. It's not working.
right. And it's not, man. It's like, and that can convey to any other area of your life, like, yo, be who you are at that point. Now,
Yes.
you may be there tomorrow, but right now,
You know
that,
there.
you're not there. You try to drive on Main Street, like I did say street, like you on
Street.
the interstate.
Right.
No, drive them 20, 30 miles per hour on Main Street until you can
Ooh.
hit the interstate. And a
Ooh.
lot of times that's what we want to do. We want to do what everybody else is doing, and it doesn't fit us. I mean, it don't.
Mad because you get a ticket because you're in the wrong lane. Okay,
You're all
first of
right.
all, you in the wrong lane. You in the fast lane driving slow. And you can get a ticket for that too. You think you can't, but you can. You can get a ticket for driving too slow. It's just uncommon, but you can still get one. I've seen people get one before, and it's just like, okay, let's talk about our sister. And I love our sister, CEO Sherry Yakar. That baby church to her heart, baby. She church. Even when she trying to sing an R&B song, it still sound like church. It just sound like church. What are you doing? What are you doing? It still sound like church.
I remember my club days, and I can't dance. Everybody know I can't dance. So I was at the club, just just thought I was doing something, and one of my friends looked at me, he's like, "Negro, why are you rocking like you in the church choir?"
Yeah, I kid you not. We had a show last night, and we were singing chain, 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 chain of food. I looked up at the bass player. He was He had a little church rock. I said, come through with the church rock. But that's what a lot of us have, a church rock. We are who we are. But you try to insert yourself in places where your church rock don't go.
Guess what? The hottest singers in R&B and pop, the African American community, majority of them came from church. I'm talking the ones that's on top. Let's talk about Fantasia, Beyonce.
Yeah.
What's the other one name that Peyton loves so much?
Baby, J Hood.
Yes,
Jennifer Hudson. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna have to find that lady for him, and I'm just gonna have to surprise him when I make it up there. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for her. Listen, I need you to talk to my nephew, baby, because he know all your songs, every run, every riff, baby. He know them. But the difference between them is they have a special grace to convey across the board. You got some people, it's just not their metro, but they be trying. But it's just not. You have to know, like, I know for a fact that I'm graced to, be in two sectors, but I also know that there's a greater purpose to that. There has to be a bridge connect between people of the secular world. They have to have somebody, and I get so upset when people think that, your only means to ministering is in the church. Jesus did not minister he was in the street sitting with, the folks that they was like, why are you sitting with them? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he took what he learned from the temple in the house, and he conveyed it to people who did not go to the temple. They did not go there to sacrifice. They didn't do none of that type of stuff. and he
Yes.
conveyed the goodness of God to them. But what I was saying is like Beyonce, J Hood, and Fantasia. Every now and again, especially Fantasia,
Baby, not every now and again, every time.
like she can't sing a love song without want to slide into "Thank you, Jesus."
You know, somebody said on TikTok the other day they were upset because they was like, they feel like Fantasia has a zeal of God and not God because she's not even properly dressed to even minister. Most of the time she ministers with her cheeks out, and now other R&B artists such as Tamar and things of that nature, now they feel like they can do the same thing. My thing is with this, let's just be honest. There may be a hoe sliding down the pole right now. And I'm not saying that everybody that slides down the pole is a hoe, but sometimes they do what they got to do to get what they need.
Well, that's a whole image. Let's say that.
Yeah, well, the image of it. Everybody
Mhm.
always assume because I have met strippers and things of that sort that were doing it for school, and all they did was go in and dance. But it's hard to stay in a pure form in that atmosphere. It just really is. There are a few that are graced to do so to do what they need to do, but it's hard to stay in pure form in that atmosphere because of what you're doing. But long story short, to say this, it takes one time for them to see somebody like Fantasia with her cheeks out, giving the people entertainment, to see her yielded before God at that moment. And you will, it takes a person like her to change that person, because if I'm trying to speak to a stripper or anybody of that nature, but I've never even been in that place, in their mind, even though they hear what you're saying and it, you know, it sounds good, but you don't really know what I'm going through. You don't really understand. And I think that's why it's so good for us to be, as church people, not to be so starched and masked up about who we were and what we done. Because when you do that, it's hard to convey to those that, oh, God can change you. They won't know how you know, but then you don't want to tell your dirt. So
Mhm. I think that part of conversation is so deep, and it's so many facets and so many curves to that right there, and it's really really crazy because I'm gonna say this, I'll probably get some backlash. Um, Church people need to keep their nose out of the world's business. If you're not going to first of all, show love, B, minister from a pure place, please shut your mouth. I mean, and it irritates me.
yeah.
It's like okay, she 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 can't help what's been put in her, and so every now and again it's gonna come out. It's just like me. Like I talk openly about it. Like I'm at the club, Joe got the look in my hand, and y'all laugh at me when I talk about it. But for some reason, I find the people to talk about Jesus with. And matter of fact, me and my friend was talking about this the other day. We was talking about how I would take them to the club and got them started going, and then I bounced out. I didn't want
Bounced
to go
out,
anymore. Yeah, I'm like,
baby. I think
no.
that's in our genes, baby, because I started part of uh, uh, and y'all look for me, baby. I'm already gone. I'm gone. I'm
And
tired.
so,
I'm
we was
gone.
talking about our club days. I said, "Do you remember the time?" Because it was somebody was trying to holler at me, so I had changed my whole identity. And this was that same night. It was really funny. And so had my liquor in my hand because I ain't leave my liquor down because I ain't trust nobody.
Right.
Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I had my liquor. This is the Sonics cup. I had my liquor in my hand, just talking, sitting at the table. Now we going on people snorting coke and doing all this type of
Right.
stuff. You feel me? Sitting at the table, somehow a conversation struck up about Jesus, and I began to talk about God in that space. People were leaving the floor, literally trying to figure out what this conversation was about. You feel me? And
Right.
so here go my friend gonna call my name out. Donna, I can't take you anywhere. So the person that was trying to holler at me was like, "Oh, so you Darnell?" I was like, "Oh my god, you talk too much." You know what I'm saying? But that's in me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's me. Now, to be honest, I say this, and I'm gonna say this because when I came to New Abundant Life, I
Uh-huh.
didn't come there saved. I came there still clubbing, still drinking, still smoking weed. I came there like that. But what drew me was not so much the judgmental teaching of the leadership. What drew me was so much the embracing. Hey, love you. Glad you came. There was never a time that I can remember that the leaders and the members of the church were like, "Oh, there go Darnell. You know what
Yeah.
they say?
Yeah.
Hey, man, how you doing? Good, good. Glad to see you. Good here. Hey, you want to come over eat dinner with us? You know that type of embrace." And so, like, that's number one. Okay, let's stay out the world's business.
That's it.
Let's worry
That's
about
it.
let's worry about our own. Let's deal with the pregnancies going on in the church and these sisters ain't married and they don't know who the
Well,
baby daddy is. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the preachers having boyfriends and girlfriends or girlfriends and boyfriends. Let's talk about that. And I'm not, judging whatever, but what am saying is we get our own dirty
things to worry
laundry
about.
that we need to watch instead of worrying about this
Yeah.
girl or
The
the
old,
other girl or whoever.
the old people say, keep your nose out of other folk business. That's really it.
And I'm not saying not you can't hold no standard. That ain't what I'm saying and preach standard. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is if you're not going to A, show love and B, minister from a pure place,
Yeah.
shut your mouth. Now, like it was kind of uncomfortable to hear you talking about we fall down, we get up and your booty cheek hanging out. My mind
Woo, yeah.
as a guy, I like certain things. And when I see that, I ain't think about God.
Okay.
But there may be somebody in that place.
Yeah, that's why I say it's for a specific person. Like, no, don't come to church with your cheeks out and your bosom. You trying to
Mhm.
be enticing. But we're talking about entertainment world, and you never know who you're going to interject.
But just
In that
yeah.
set.
Yeah, but just Joe, I just came to a thought. I know people who went to church. This is the truth in my family. They was sitting around at the card table drinking and smoking, and they
Baby,
had a conversation about God. And
that's
that
when you have it. I used to write
yeah.
more church songs back in the day. How's a
Mhm.
kite?
And it'll be fun because they like, you know what, man, I ain't living right. I'm
Ooh, it
going
want to
to church.
convict you in the middle of it.
Yeah, and they would get up on Sunday morning and go to church. Now they may not got saved, but they was honoring God. It was like so. Just because the space may not be with crosses behind,
Conducive, what we think is conducive for God to show up. God show up in the most one thing about God, he is a locator. The Holy
mm,
Ghost is a locator wherever you are. And I was thinking about this the other day because and we're still talking about the music of your heart because your music, your original intent that God has for you does not change because of the things that you put yourself through. And what I mean by that is
mhm,
Pastor Jay said something the other day. He was like, do you know that there are prophetic crackheads? And I was looking at him like, he was like, there are some people right now that are on drugs that God called as his prophet. They just have an addiction. So they are still
still
prophets.
he still talks to them.
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you, like I promise you, y'all. And I ain't trying to tell my business, Mama. If you hear what I'm saying, just just close your ears. I remember, and Joe, I remember laying up, and when I got through doing what I was doing, what grown folks do, I was
What
laying in
grown
the bed.
folks do.
I was laying in the bed. I was on my way to sleep, and I heard literally an audible voice and called my name out. And I sit up, so I thought it was a person beside me, but shoot, that person was snoring.
Who is that? Samuel? Who is that? It
Like
is it is that you, Lord?
I was like, immediately I recognized the voice, and the Lord began to minister to my soul, and I began to cry because I was like, "Yo, Jesus, why now? I got somebody beside me that's not fully clothed." And I'm like, "Look here, why are you talking to me,
And he trying to clothe you in salvation.
Bruh, God, the funny part about it, there was no message, there was no language of condemnation. You know what he said to me? Well, he said, "I just want to let you know I love you."
Woo. And don't they get you? They get you because, you know, let's just be real. Us as people, we love with conditions. I
Ooh.
love you because you made me feel this way. I love you because you can provide. I love you. It takes a long time to find that person that loves you regardless of what they know, regardless of what you even done to them. Because just bottom line, like I hate when people get into marriage thinking that it's going to be peaches and cream. Understand, it is not my intention to hurt you. But
Mhm.
when I do hurt you, just know it's not my intentions, but I still love you. And if
Right.
we come from that place, I think it would be better for people to go through situations with their significant other than just coming in thinking, okay, now you with me, you're only with me, and our life is gonna be, it's gonna be some days I don't want to see you, I don't want to touch you, I don't want to talk to you, I want somebody else because I'm sick of you. And that's but when you come into it saying, listen, it's
Mm.
not my intention to do anything to harm you, to hurt you, but if I do, know
Yes, I do.
this, I love you
I love you.
and I'm willing to work through it. If we come
Wow.
through it like that, I think more
Wow.
marriages would stay together.
Wow.
Well,
And
wait
those are the
a
songs of
minute.
our life.
Oh, that's
Those,
the song, baby.
and
That
you
is the
know,
song.
and guess what? In different phases, there's a different song to match
Ooh.
their energy. It's crazy, right? A
Yeah,
different song to match their energy.
yeah.
It's never the same. You're not always high, you're not
Mm-mm.
always low, and sometimes they're just a straight even keel. Like, how you feeling? I'm decent. What does it
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah.
ain't bad. I ain't good. I'm just decent.
Decent. Right.
Yeah.
I'm yet here.
I'm yet here. That's the old folks say. I'm yet here.
That's what they say now, honey. And they be there too.
They be there too. Ain't mad. Ain't sad. Ain't depressed. Nothing. It's just I'm yet here.
I'm yet here.
I'm still holding on.
Oh, keep on holding on, baby. That's what they say.
Keep on.
Keep on holding on,
That's
baby.
exactly what they say.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Man. Um, so this definitely has been a great conversation, and we didn't plan on being on here very long. We
yeah,
both have things we have to do and places we have to be, and so we just want to get on here and have this conversation with you all. We want to let you know we love you. We appreciate you
yes.
like to
You
the
are
fullest.
smart. You are kind. You are important.
You are.
And I went there.
And look, I would say this: I don't look at a chocolate chess pie the same anymore. Yeah,
Child. She said, eat my CHT. Yes, she did.
yeah, the C part.
Right. She did. She did, though.
Woo! I promise you, I don't look at a chocolate pie like I didn't see you make. I didn't see you make that.
I ain't
I
seen
don't
no
think.
Coco.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Just doing like that. The songs of our life, y'all. And this has definitely been a great conversation.
It has.
I enjoyed it, like
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, obviously the weather is changing, and I'm sitting here like I'm trying to see is anything coming out because it feel like my nose wet up.
Oh. Ooh,
So
it's
if,
cold now. It's cold.
if you hear the sniffling, I'm sorry, I apologize. That was not my intent. But I'm telling you, like, is the weather is changing where we are, and
You see my coat?
yeah, yeah. I want to say this, Joe. I for some reason, since we talking about songs of like, I know we gotta go. No, we gotta go. Um, I woke up, the weather was cold. Usually this time of the year, I feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
because it's cuddle season.
not even just cuddle season. It was this time of year when we moved up here.
Ah.
So, like, we're gonna talk. That's a whole nother subject. But
Oh,
me and your
we.
sister was talking about that separation anxiety from our father.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
because it's like this reminds me of that, and whatever. But for some reason, Your brother is good.
Okay. Ain't
My,
no some reason. You working, baby.
I walked out. It was cold that morning. I walked out my job. It was cold. Like a brand new day. That's exactly
Uh,
what's like brand new day. Oh God, this is beautiful. I used to hate this time of the year. Like, can I move somewhere else right now?
all right.
The
Right.
songs of our life.
Yep.
Yes, the songs of our life.
Yeah.
And sometimes a song get played loud, and you put that joke on the shelf and don't play it no more.
Baby, dust. Collecting dust.
Let it conduct us. All right,
Yeah.
good people, we do love you. Listen, if you want to donate, you can definitely donate to us. At
Uh-huh.
$Ray Image, the number 26, $Ray Image, number 26. We do have packages for our radio station. Um, so you can email us if you want to know if you want to get on there. You can email us and we'll let you know all that you need to know. And we're going to be doing sponsorship packages. We'll give
Yeah.
you more on next week about that. So meet us here at the Conversation Podcast. When, Joe?
The Conversation Podcast on Friday.
At 7 p.m. We
Yeah.
love you, good people, and out.
Peace.